Fury says something would have seriously been wrong with Wilder if the fight was allowed to continue, and Wilder would be retired right now. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Sign up for Patreon below. Link in the description. I got a lot of stuff that I'm doing the group sessions, so check those out. I got another one coming, and I'm going one-on-one. Well, not one-on-one. I'm just doing a group session with Ego's Army. So it's a great way to tap in. Patreon, link in the description, or become a YouTube channel member. Now, I seen this on ESPN. There's a quote from Tyson Fury, and this is what it says. It says, "I believe something severely bad would have happened to Deontay Wilder if the fight would have been left in, like if he would have been left in. Mark Breland never minds sacking him, like firing him. They need to give him a pay raise. Without Mark Breland, there wouldn't be a third fight. He'd have been retired." So he thinks that if the fight was allowed to continue, that would be the end of Wilder's career. He would have destroyed Wilder's career. And I want to do my basically reaction to Tyson Fury's comments. John Fury also said that Wilder is going to be so emotionally damaged. This is his quote. "I just think that Deontay Wilder, next time, he will be turning up purely for the paycheck. He knows Tyson Fury is too good for him." And he also said that Wilder will be too psychologically damaged to return to, the champion's status of that he was before February. Now, I disagree with John Fury. I disagree with Tyson Fury. I don't think that Deontay Wilder, for starters, let me start here. And this is going to sound crazy to some, but you guys have to understand boxing. First of all, there's some things with Tyson Fury that seem a little bit off in the first two fights with Wilder. It looked like, I don't know. There's things. We talked about it, Glovegate, and some more stuff. And check my past videos for more details. I'm going to keep this one focused on what I got to say. So there are some sketchy things, to say the least, in the first two fights with Deontay Wilder. So that's that. I'm not going to pretend that I didn't see what I seen with the floppy glove and those types of things. Second, it sounds like John Fury and Tyson Fury are just gassing themselves up, because this might sound crazy to some of y'all, but Wilder, there's different severities to being hurt. And, it could have got bad, but it didn't look like it was getting so bad to the point where Wilder would have no career anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just taking such a punishment. I think for much of the fight, Wilder was just, he's on bad legs. He was losing, but people are forgetting before the third round, the first knockdown, it was almost like something was wrong with Wilder before the fight. That's what it looked like. He kind of looked like groggy, cranky, whatever you want to call it. But he wasn't doing bad in the first two rounds. He was doing cool. And then the third round happened, and then he looks like he never really recovered fully from that. But to me, I've seen bruising fights where the guys look like they're in immense pain, and I've seen guys like literally run in fights trying to evade more punishment. Wilder looked, he looked like the heart of a lion, and going out on his shield, it looked like it was an off night, bad night in the office. And it's just one of those things. It's one of those things where it's like having a bad day. Have you ever had a bad day where it starts off bad, you're late to work, and then you get to work, and then you get a irate customer you have to deal with, and then you're like, man, whatever. And then when you take your lunch break, you go to Chipotle and they mess up your order when you get back to work, and it's just one of those days where it's like, man, I can't catch a break. That's what it seemed like with the Deontay Wilder fight, if I'm being perfectly honest. It looked like he just couldn't catch a break and, get off the blocks. But I don't believe this whole he's out of the fight game and all that stuff. Listen, you guys bet. Listen, the thing I want from old media is bet how you talk. All these comments and shoot 'em up stuff y'all put in the comment section, then bet your money like that. Because I think Deontay Wilder is fierce. I think Deontay Wilder is a soldier. And I think Deontay Wilder absolutely has a chance in the third fight. And I would favor him, you know. I think Tyson Fury, the pandemic and stuff like that, this is actually worse for Tyson Fury, and this is better for Wilder. Worse for Fury because I don't trust Fury. I don't trust Fury to do what he's supposed to be doing for long periods of time. Like, he seems like the type to get bored and get into some stuff. Versus Wilder, he's a family man, he takes care of his kids, and he kind of stays out the way. You don't really see a bunch of videos of Wilder when he don't have fights popping bottles on, you know, on paparazzi with like pictures of him or and a bunch of scandals. So Wilder just mind his own business. Fury, we know what type of stuff he be into, you know, in his past. So I think the fight was scheduled to happen next month in July before this pandemic, the Rona stuff. And I think that would have been worse. It would have been worse just because you're forced to jump right back into it. Wilder, you know, I guess, you know, having the amazing confidence and stuff, he might not have looked at this, but he had tough 6 rounds with Luis Ortiz in November, really December almost, you know, because it was like Thanksgiving week. So it was like the last week of November. And he didn't really give himself much time before he had to jump right back in camp to fight and be ready for Fury in February. So he would have kind of been doing that per his contract. Again, he would have been fighting Tyson Fury by July, and that would have been such a quick turnaround. So the pandemic was able to slow things down, and it slowed it down for everybody, not just Wilder, just around the world. It's been slowing down. Like for me, I've had time to focus on what's important, see what's important, see, you know, the world traveling. You know, we went through a lot of stages in a few months. We went from losing Kobe Bryant and the other original Black Mamba, Roger Mayweather, to jumping into this pandemic, and people are arguing and fighting over toilet paper, and you can't find no supplies. Now supplies are starting to come back, and people are going back out, and the cases are popping back up again. You know, so it's been a very tumultuous couple months for everybody. But in general, it's forced. There's a lot that, for at least for a period of time, that people couldn't do or weren't advised to do. So I think that whole slowdown is beneficial for Wilder right now, because he can get his mind right, chill out, see what he needs to do. I'm sure people have offered him advice, like we know George Foreman being one of them, things like that. So that benefits him. I don't know when Wilder, there's no announcement. I don't know when Wilder Fury will be fighting again, but I can imagine Wilder's going to want revenge. He's going to want his belt back. He's going to want to look better than the second fight. And there's a lot of theories as to what happened in the first and second fight. Some people say Wilder, he looked like he had been spiked, things like that. All these things are going to be searched and viewed with the fine-tooth comb. And this is the first fight. So if Wilder was able to do this to Fury at all in their 2 fights, then why would it not be able to happen again? You see what I'm saying? People are so disrespectful to Wilder, and it's been that way. And I'm sure Wilder's team is taking names, writing down, you know, keeping in their mental Rolodex who is turned on them and who started acting funny style when he lost. And I think he's going to be out here trying to make a big statement. Meanwhile, like I said, I do not personally, I don't trust Fury. He doesn't seem like an unsavory character. He doesn't seem like a savory character. He seems like an unsavory character. He seems like he hangs out with unsavory characters and things like that. So I don't know, who knows what he's doing. Because to me, when I look at Tyson Fury, if I'm being honest, he looks old. He looks old. Like, bro, he looks older than me. You know what I'm saying? He looks like older than people my age and stuff like that. And he's young. You know, pretty young. Like, if you look at Tyson Fury, let me try to find a close-up or whatever. See, this is when he's young. He looks young here to me. Okay, cool. But Tyson Fury, he's like 30 years old. He don't look like no 30-year-old, bro. Look, cold sores and stuff. So I don't know. I just really don't know what Tyson Fury does with his spare time, and I don't really trust it, to be honest. So we'll see how it all plays out. I'm giving you my honest opinion, and I don't think all that retirement, I don't think Wilder would have retired, and I don't really care, to be honest, about the hyperbole. The bottom line is that's not what happened. You beat Fury. Fury beat Wilder. We don't know what would have happened. Wilder could have got a burst of energy or second win. You never know. So it doesn't really matter. It's neither here nor there. See, look at Tyson Fury. What age is he, bro? Look, let me look at it. Let me look this up, bro. Because I think he's like barely 30 or something. Let me look this up. Yeah, he's 31 years old. He don't look 31 to me. That's just my personal opinion. You guys could feel, yeah, he don't look 31. Like just for example, I'm not trying to put people's business out there, but one of my favorite rappers, let's say Royce, right? Royce the 5'9". See, he was born in 77. So he's born 11 years before Fury. Right? So he's 11 years older than Fury. Right? Black don't crack. Watch. And I'm using Royce because I was just on his page, so I know he has a fresh video. He was going off on Terry Crews. Look, Royce looked younger to me than Fury for sure. And he 11.
In front of the camera is this successful nigga. You a nigga from Flint. We can leave it at that.
He 11 years older than Fury.
Being around a lot of gay guy audience. And when it was time to stand with Gabrielle Union on it,
he was going off. You see what I'm saying? Royce is 11 years older than Fury. And Royce had a stint where I guess he was real bad into alcohol too. But he still don't look like that. You know what I'm saying? He don't look like he's lived a hard life of, drug use and stuff like that. I'm just being real, keeping it real with y'all like I do on my channel. So smash the like button. We'll see. But I'm not counting Wilder out. Y'all could do what y'all want. Let me know what you guys think. Holla at that ESPN Plus link in the description. It does help the channel when you guys click on that. ESPN Plus, they just released a bunch of new docu-series. Bruce Lee, B. Water. They got one on Lance Armstrong. I haven't watched that one yet. Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa. A ton of content, archive, fights, boxing, UFC, the whole nine. If you want to help the channel, that's a great way. And it has a ton of content for you on ESPN Plus. Use that link. Get it as a standalone app, or you can bundle it, ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. All three apps, one price, $12.99 a month. Let me know what you guys think. Tyson Fury says he would have retired Wilder if the fight was allowed to go on. Do you agree? Is Wilder have a chance in the third fight? Let me know that in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.